the courses created by the Ministry of Education have excellent forums like Edmodo, like Edu Latina also. Educar, for example, all the teachers can share their experiences, and there is a learning, a collaborative learning. But only online. At schools, it's different, no? But
and how about institutes?
I was thinking about creativity, and I think that creativity is in each of us, and it is to adapt what we know to make the reality become better. And if you have that idea, it doesn't matter if you're in a state school, if you're in a private school, I think the freedom is in yourself, and the decision is in yourself. But the will is also in yourself. But it does not depend if it is a state, if you have connectivity, if there is internet, or if there is not internet in the school. I think it is your decision to find a way to make it better.
And for example, what do you think about some topics or the benefits? I took some ideas from you, from other people. Have you ever heard regarding blended learning? Mm-hmm. One kind of blended learning is the flipped teaching, the flipped classroom, by Salman Khan. I will send you also these links. Salman Khan is an engineer, a technological engineer in the USA, and he has created a revolution. He has made a revolution. There are thousands and thousands of educational videos in several subjects, but not in languages, in foreign languages, no. Only in astronomy, physics, in chemistry, in technology, in maths.
And what is flipped classroom?
Flipped classroom is when students learn by videos at home, and then in the classroom they do the homework with the teacher, or all the exercises.
I was listening to a Spanish interview about clases al revés, yes. And I was searching on the internet, the English translation, and I did. That's the name, and I said, okay, that's very, very interesting.
And I watched once. 1 week ago, more or less, a program by Oppenheimer, a journalist in the CNN.
Yes,
and he interviewed 3 specialists in education, one woman in the USA, a Colombian specialist, an Argentinian man, and I don't remember, 3 people. And the woman that works for the government in the USA consider that flipped classrooms are the solution for many problems, not only in the USA, but also in poor countries.
Underdeveloped countries.
Underdeveloped countries, yeah. And well, I was thinking a lot about that because it's more difficult, no?
Why?
Because,
sorry.
Very poor regions of our country, for example.
But let me share, have you been to the British Council workshop that we had last year at the beginning of the year here at Chile?
Yeah.
Well, I was very... were you there?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
There was a man from India.
Yes, exactly, yes. Well, you remember the experience in Apolinario Sarabia? That they showed us a video on what the students did with the computer, with the netbooks. because the netbooks have Audacity. Después yo por eso usé Audacity en clase y los alumnos decían, teacher, ¿de dónde salió todo esto? Se estaban grabando los alumnos, mis alumnos de segundo año, y les digo, grábense, digan lo que quieran, pero que tiene que ser en English. It has to be English. And so they recorded themselves and they said, we didn't know we could do this on our computers. And so they said, me escuchan en inglés, teacher, venga, escuchen. This was the first time they heard themselves talk in English. They were like, upside down. But I remember this experience in Apolinario Sarabia that they showed us. Sorry to disagree with you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a matter of resources. I think it's a matter of creativity, and I agree with Estela.
Innovation.
A way of thinking.
Yeah.
A way of thinking.
And so
They use solar panels, no?
I think it is
In order to
difficult.
save
Yes.
energy, no?
When you said, I think in our countries it's more difficult, I agree with you in the respect that we have to fight against teachers' resistance. I think
My
that
question is,
the big thing.
the question is it difficult or is it that I don't know how to do it?
The problem,
And
Yes.
if I think it is difficult, I don't ask myself how I can get it. But if I think, is it difficult or I don't know how to do it? If I make these two questions, the result is different. If I say, is it difficult? Yes, it is. I close the investigation. If I say, I don't know about this, but I can learn, the curiosity starts, the creativity starts, and we can develop enormous things. I think the underdeveloped countries need more technology than the others.
but we need teachers that can fight that resistance,
Absolutely.
People with
that
different
fear
ideas.
they have.
Or some teachers want to learn, but they don't have time, or they don't want to find, or they don't want to get that time. They prefer doing some other things sometimes. But then, because last year one of the teachers asked me to help her just to teach or to train some colleagues with basic tools like Word, Windows, PowerPoint, Programa Maestro, just simple things. But they need time to practice again and again. But then I helped her to how to use these tools, and then they forget. And then another week,
You have to teach.
yes, maybe because we need time. Okay, I will practice this. I will read, and then I have
Is
to
it,
find my
is it a matter of time or is it a matter
My
of decision?
decision. I think that is matter of decision, because time, there is time. I think so.
You will find it.
Yes.
I think that unfortunately in our reality, because that is the question I didn't answer because I was lost with the word, but I think now that you meant about reality, not realia, but reality.
Yes, reality.
Teachers, I lost my thread of thought, but anyway, we need to see ourselves as professionals.
Yes.
Educators, professional educators, not teachers. And when you see yourself as a professional educator, you will devote, let's say, 10% of your time, resources, availability to improving your practice. I wouldn't go to a doctor who has not learned anything in the past 5 years. I wouldn't lay my hands on him. I wouldn't let him do anything with me if he hasn't been able to update his knowledge. Unfortunately, our students do not have the choice. They are sent to school, they are put in a classroom with a teacher that they haven't chosen, and that's what makes us teachers here in our local reality be so comfortable with what they know, even if it is a 20-year-old knowledge which hasn't been updated. I congratulate you because you have, I don't know if you have finished the profesorado, I think you have.
Yes, I finished in 2008.
So you finished the profesorado, you started studying something else, you are calling other teachers, colleagues, young people, not so young. This is something to congratulate because you are doing something that should be a regular practice for all teachers.
Yes, thank you.
You call it professional and I call it master. I think we should become masters in what we do. That is, speaking master because we have the mastery in doing, the ability, the knowledge, a little bit better every day. And I think, as I agree.
Our students are the masters in technology.
So could be the resistance of teachers. Could be they don't
To
want
learn from
to learn
students.
or to how to use, or they think, well, the netbooks they don't use, they don't get. I cannot work because of the students. There are lots of virus. It is broken, so I have 2-3 students with a netbook, and the others they don't have, they don't bring.
That is a reality.
Yes.
Lo voy a decir en castellano porque sí, porque Mandela dijo, cuando hablas en el idioma de alguien, le hablas al corazón. Si hay algo que realmente me deprime, me frustra mucho como docente, es escuchar eso. Y eso es lo que se escucha en la mesa de la sala de profesores.